after a nice pickup by Sorsby. Josh Henderson with him in the backfield. And whistles will stop play. Another flag.
False start, number 82, offense. 5-yard penalty. It's still third down.
Bradley Archer jumped, and so that's going to make this third down more difficult. Ohio State's defense led by Tommy Eichenberg, two-time captain and All-American linebacker. And they're going to try to prevent a third down and 6 now. 3 wideouts to the top. Sorsby is yet to throw. He will here. Throw short. Henderson trying to break the tackle. Not going to get there. Ohio State just holds on for dear life, and it was Eichenberg. Onto his leg.
Yeah, great open field tackle by Steele Chambers that time. You know, the athletes for Ohio State, man to man, you've got them. Make that tackle, or it could be a first down, and Chambers does a wonderful job.
Would have forced the punt. First of the game, James Evans in to kick. Evans, another one of those guys out of pro kick in Australia. Aussie punter. He's going to do not an Aussie kick here. He's going to blast this thing all the way down to the 13-yard line. Abuka tried to escape on the return, didn't get much. Great punt. And that'll switch the field. Give Ohio State, after a 56-yard punt, they're going to be inside their own 20-yard line. The Buckeyes, Kyle McCord at the controls, about to take the field, and here comes number 6. So we take a look at our Papa John's starting lineups and the story on Kyle. Mount Laurel, New Jersey, as Jenny told you, 12 career games, only 1 start in there. He has thrown 3 touchdown passes in relief duty, but now it's his team, at least for the opening series. We're going to see both quarterbacks on both teams today. Travion Henderson back and healthy. The tailback, Marvin Harrison in motion, and it's Henderson. Nice job by the Indiana defense, in Ohio State on their first snap loses 2. Rest of the offense for the number 3 team in the country looks like this. Travion Henderson, as I mentioned, under 600 yards last year, but over 1,200 the year before when he was healthy. Second down and 12 now at the 18. Blitz off the corner. McCord throws that way out in the flat, a little bit low, but Harrison scoops it up. Got it within 2 yards of the first down. Defensively for Indiana, a lot of transfers, a lot of new faces, but then some familiar faces to Hoosier fans, including 5th-year senior and captain Aaron Casey at the linebacker spot.
So besides the storyline of a new quarterback, the next question to be answered for Ohio State, 2 new tackles playing for this high productive offense from a year ago.
They were 45% on third down a year ago. The Buckeyes. Henderson's got this one as he got to the edge, got the corner, turns it upfield, all the way to the 45 before he's run out of bounds.
Nothing calms a new starting quarterback better than being able to run the football, right? And you're going to play the little counter OT right here. Follow the big guys. Good job by Donovan Jackson inside pulling, one of the experienced guards. Both Jackson and Jones, the 2 guards, are going to help people on both sides of them. Help tackles, Young, and then help inside with Hinsman at center.
And Abuka got a nice block out on the edge from his wide receiver spot, and that helped.
Well,
Travion pick up 19 yards.
You don't play for Brian Hartland if you don't block as a wide receiver. Well, maybe Marvin Harrison.
They'll try Henderson again. He took a big shot after a pickup of about 4 by Lewis Moore. Talking about the wideouts blocking Abuka on the previous play. Watch Marvin Harrison.
Yep, that's enough. Just get your guy turned, so you just get in front of him, keep your feet moving, and look back so nobody falls on your legs. So he got it out to the 49. And a second down and 7.
McCord from the shotgun. Fires it over the middle. That's complete. That's a first down throw to Cade Stover, the tight end.
Ohio State going two tight end, Gee Scott and Cade Stover. Stover, one of the things that you like with these type of tight ends, Gee and Scott, can they catch the ball too? And yes, we know Stover is an athlete. Played 3 different positions for Ohio State in his career.
He had 2 touchdown catches against Indiana a year ago. In this case, he's got him a first down.
And remember the national championship game? He got hurt in the first quarter. I think the last play of the first quarter.
McCord double clutches and then missed Henderson out on the flat as safety valve. I'd like a $10 bill for every time you ask Steve Shaw to get that changed that way. McCord got away. He's got good wheels. Got it down to the 35. Maybe inside of the 34. Lewis Moore cut him down.
So if you're a big-time thrower and quarterback, you still have to be able to give your offense a few of these plays, these 6-yard scrambles. You've got high-powered receivers. This is a passing team now, built to get the ball to the wide receivers, but your quarterback has to give you a little bit extra, like he did right there.
There's the high-powered part that we talked about a year ago. That's pretty good when you're first or second in all those categories. 3rd down and 2 right here. Oh, what a hit on Henderson. Aaron Casey, the guy talked about, the captain linebacker wearing number 44, and that is a collision.
Yeah, and they wonder if Ohio State will go for it on 4th down right here. It's in that territory where you might. Watch Casey come from just outside of the screen and it goes untouched. Woo!
That was a hit. Yes. I man the middle. And Gary said Buckeyes are going for it. 4th down and 2. McCord under center. The play fake, quick throw out on the flat. First down and a bunch more. Scott, the tight end, and a first down for Ryan Day.
You know, a little bit of that, I think, what is going to be the next wave of college football is the 2 tight end offense, the one that Georgia used last year. I think Alabama's going to feature more of it. You see Ohio State, it keeps the defense at odds on what to do. How do you match up? Do you bring an extra linebacker in? Do you keep a safety in? It's almost forcing the defense to make a decision with those 2 tight ends in the game.
You see Chip Traynor now in at tailback for the first time, and he'll get the carry. Nice move to the outside. Inside the 20, a stiff arm, a first down. Run out of bounds, 1st and goal, Buckeyes. Seven. He's the tailback in the eye. Ryan Williams will take it this time to the corner, to the end zone. Touchdown. First time he touches it, Ryan Williams for the 7-yard score.
He did, but that offensive line, remember we talked about the tackles. got to transfer Josh Simmons at left tackle right there, 71. Really doesn't have to block anybody on that play because, again, it's cleaned up by those tight end on the are going to it more and more. Watch Kate Stover right here with a block and Scott right there, and then led by the fullback this time. That's picture perfect. That's Ohio State Buckeye football. Back when we did this conference.
So a great looking opening drive, 11 plays and 80 yards, and they picked up a 4th and 2, remember, on that drive. So well done. See if Jalen Lucas can get his hands on a kickoff from Felding. This time he will. 2 yards deep. Got a little bit of a crease. And he got it out to the 34, and that shows you how dangerous he can be in open space.
And the kicker had to make the tackle.
Got a late flag as well.
He is quick. We met him on Friday. He's little. He better be quick.
He had 2 touchdown returns last year.
Illegal block in the back. Number 7, receiving team.
Well, that ruins it.
Distance to go from the spot of the foul. It's first down, Indiana.
So we always talk about, Rick asked us in the pregame, how do you upset a team like this? Well, first of all, IU can't beat IU. They lost yardage.
Yeah.
They've had penalties. This is on first down. They lost yardage. Now a penalty on a good return. You got to play solid football.
So instead of being out at the 34-yard line, they're going to set up shop at about the 16. Oh, beg your pardon. It's inside the 10. Excuse me. From the 8. Play action, quick throw to the outside. Dangerous throw, incomplete.
Denzel Burke right there. Did not back up a step that time. Two-year starter, left side of your screen. Watch him read it. One. He's on it. He's on it. He's getting there. Freshman All-American 2 years ago. I kind of felt that the secondary for Ohio State kind of fought themselves a little bit last year. A couple injuries, then they kind of lost their confidence.
Kind of hard to run the option from where they are. They do have 2 backs. That's the set they ran it from last time, and they will pitch it on the edge, and it didn't go anywhere. Lucas brought down another loss, and this is going to be tough to try to pick up a 3rd and a mile.
Out of your screen. There he comes. Beats the block by the tight end that time and gets him in the backfield. See, that's a nice thing. The option looks good on the blackboard, but there's a lot of guys to account for.
Yeah, especially when you're inside your own 10.
Yep.
And now Sorsby's going to be taking a snap near his own goal line of the shotgun on 3rd down and 11. From his own end zone, in trouble, got away. And he did get it back across the original line of scrimmage, but they're going to have to punt.
So doing a lot of, watching a little tape, doing a lot of reading about Ohio State. What they're hoping for the most is that the front 4 can put pressure on the quarterback. Tuimoloau, Sawyer, and elite athletes, they're going to catch some passes, but you can't let a new quarterback throw a 5-yard pass for a 50-yard gain.
All right. McCord led the opening drive of 80 yards. He's in the shotgun with Travion Henderson behind. Henderson again hitting the backfield. Nice job by the Indiana defense. That time Carr came up and made the hit.
A new front four basically transfers. They have more bodies on this IU defense than they did a year ago. They believe they can stand up. More bodies, stronger bodies, better athletes. But is the cohesion there? You know, first game, almost all new guys.
They got guys from the Big 12, from the MAC, all over the place on that defense. McCord's got all day to throw, and he goes deep, and just over the outstretched arms of Julian Fleming. Had a little bit too much on it.
Basically a two-man route this time. Play action pass. Fleming's going to come across in the deep post. Play action pass. One guy's short, one guy behind it. I think he did have Marvin Harrison short, but I don't mind him going for the whole throw on this one.
Showed his arm on that one, that's for sure. Just through the hands of Fleming, a little too far out in front of him.
Now let's see if this IU pass rush. Andre Carter, number one. They're the one. He's the one they're hoping to make some plays.
3rd down and 10. McCord. Throw is complete, but there's the tackle after the catch that Gary just talked about a minute ago. And the Buckeyes will have to kick.
So when you talk to Matt Guerrieri, defense coordinator for IU, who, by the way, coached at Ohio State just a year ago.
Yep.
He said we...
Official snap for Indiana. 1st down at the 19. Good run off the right side by Lucas. David Jackson. Greenwood, Indiana. His older brother, Trace Jackson Davis. Great player at Indiana in hoops. He's with, what, Golden State now, right?
Yes, he is. Don't get to shoot a lot there, I don't think. You guys.
Yeah, really.
Instead of you.
2nd down and 6. 2 backs. They ride the first back and get it to the edge. To Lucas again. He's short of the 1st down.
So here's the challenge when you have young quarterbacks and you're playing as an underdog. How much do you give him? How much do you give your quarterback that's enough to beat him? Ohio State. You can't let them come in here with no firepower, but not too much that they overload and end up, you know, doing detriment to their football team. And that's the balance you got to look for. You got to have enough game plan, but not too much.
3rd down and 3 for Taven Jackson and the offense. Hoping to stay on the field on this drive, and it's the option pitch to the edge, and getting the edge, and the 1st down is Lucas. Run out of bounds. He needed 3. He got 5.
So that time Jackson just carried it just enough that Josh Proctor, number 41, to the outside, had to honor the quarterback, and he was a step late getting there in the alley and allowed the running back to get to the outside to make that 1st down by Lucas.
And that's going to make the Indiana offense feel a little better about themselves right now.
And the clock is running.
Exactly. Intended for Cam Camper, their top receiver.
Well, we say we got a flag down somewhere. And it disappeared just like that from your screen. Good coverage that
back
time.
there.
Yeah, nobody really to go to. Good coverage. Bracketed pretty well. Again, good.
Man, Henderson going to be swarmed under. We knew the option was coming, but
Yes.
maybe they didn't.
Shotgun Navy is what they're facing.
That didn't work out so well against Notre Dame in the
No, it
opener.
didn't.
Third down and 10. Final 90 seconds of the first quarter.
Let this clock go down. Let this clock go down all the way. Use every second of it before you punt.
James Evans, you look behind him, second best single season ever in Indiana history last year punting the football.
Being an NFL fan.
And Henderson behind him on the first snap, quarter number 2. From the 34. Now some shifts. They put the receivers in tight on the right side. McCord over the middle. Abuka trying to avoid the tacklers. Picked up about 9. Bring up second down and short.
Another first down throw.
Look at that. Look at that win percentage of Ryan Days. Here's a flip out to Fleming. And he got it to midfield. Talking about that winning percentage of Ryan Day at 45-6 brings us to test our knowledge with our Aflac trivia question. Which head coach has the highest winning percentage in major college football history? Minimum 50 games. Think it over. We'll give you the answer in a little bit. Abuka in motion to the slot on the right side. Hoosiers thinking about a blitz.
Yeah, they're showing from the field that they're going to be coming. But last time they ran a zone blitz from this look.
McCord will keep it on the ground to Henderson. He avoided one tackler and somehow got out of there and picked up about 4.
Yeah, but I think this is going to come back with holding.
He doesn't look like the moment's too big for him, that's for sure.
No, not at all.
And he rifles one on a slant out to midfield, and that's complete to Fleming.
Yeah, I really like Julian Fleming, and I was really impressed with his when he kind of I don't know if there's, if you think about it, I don't know if there's a better third receiver on the team.
When you look at their whole receiving core, you go, wow.
For sure.
Second down and 10 now as they're back at the original line of scrimmage. Henderson. Oh, not
100 yards. You see those quick feet, boom, 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 just wait, and then get into the secondary.
Coach Day told us yesterday, he said, I can't wait to see him out there because he's healthy and he's hungry. And he's playing like it right now.
And number 6 likes him in there, too. I'll tell you that right now.
For sure.
For Ohio State, even though it's on the road.
They might have more fans here than the Hoosiers do. I don't know. McCord, this time they rattle him a little bit. He throws out and got it complete.
Yep.
Tough throw out to Abuka.
Off balance throw, kept it safe to the sideline. What I'm talking about is, as this football team gets measured at Ohio State, I mean, it's not just us. Every Ohio State fan watching this game is going and measuring this team today on how well they can play. Get used to traveling, get on the road, make some plays, not in the comfort and play.
Nice play by Jacob Magnum for Art.
So let's see what these guys can do up front. They run left again. Oh, good time that time. Donovan Jackson. They're going to line up and run it again, though, but you can only make one. through, should I let my kicker see what he can do? I'm going to need him sooner or later. Or do I challenge my offensive line and say, guys, you're new out there. Let's get this first down and show me what you got.
They'll move some bodies. They did on a 4th and 2 in the first quarter. They'll try it again here from the 29-yard line. This will be a huge stop for the Hoosiers.
Well, they better block 44, right?
He's been a freight train in the middle for the Hoosier defense so far today. High backfield again. 4th down and 2. They're going to throw for it. McCord across his body, intercepted by the Hoosiers. Noah Pierre. Pierre's got it for the Hoosiers with a turnover. Philip Dunham.
Yes. Nick Toomer, number
trying to get through a crease. Got a short game.
Then he tries to make the play, and Dunham is right on it.
There's always that danger of throwing back across your body to the middle. And
yeah, we all did it, though.
Yeah, I know.
That's because we all watch Favre and Aaron Rodgers.
Not everybody can make that.
Well, we all think we are.
2nd down and 6.
Well, about half through the season, Camper went down and the IU offense went down with it. But he's held. You know who it was? Sonny Styles. We did not mention his name yet. He's the true sophomore. Played a year ago as a 17-year-old. He is an NFL player playing in college. Someday he'll play in the NFL.
Like his dad? First down.
And that's the dive play. Remember, we talked about this is really option offense from the shotgun. End and said, we'll just hand it off and run right by you.
Christian Turner spent 3 years at Michigan, 2 at Wake Forest, now with his 3rd team, and a big first down for the Hoosiers to the 20. for the Hoosiers today so far.
Nice drive for Taven Jackson.
So second down and 9 from the 26. Here comes the blitz. Lucas trying to run by it. He got swallowed under, but he did get a nice gain.
Brad mentioned it was timed out to the blitz. Watch it get picked up inside right here. Timed out. Oh, good job by Carpenter, number 50, the center. He sees it coming after he snaps it and stones it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he got him, and he was looking for somebody else to hit. Third down and 5. Biggest third down of the day so far for Indiana. And Jackson on the option today. Xavier Johnson after the 26 on the kick return.
So here's the problem with playing two quarterbacks is now what do you do, right? If you're Ohio State.
Coach, you got your two young quarterbacks struggling out there. What's the answer?
Well, they're playing against a great defense, and they're young. We plan to play both of them. That was the plan from the beginning, so they both continue to play, and they just got to grow up snap by step. You know, the bottom line is we're not going to put them in a tough position, so we're going to, you know, we got to run the football. We got to stay on the football field and help those.
Parts of the field you get it, but so far that one pass by Jackson over the middle has been the key play of the game for IU's offense.
And unless they change their plan, Indiana plans to play both quarterbacks next week too, just to find out which one they think is the best and then maybe go from there.
Right.
There's Taven Jackson.
It's hard to pull McCombs out of the game right now. You know, Devin Brown is itching to play, and everybody wants to see him, and we're going to see him
right now. Milo Williams, who scored the touchdown earlier, picks up 3. Tuesday of this week, but the Gilbert, Arizona native missed the spring game when he broke his finger, and that kind of put him behind the 8 ball a little bit in the quarterback competition, but he is one athletic dude.
So, quote, all the inside information coming out of camp was that Devin Brown had a great camp.
Williams almost lost the ball. They tried to strip it. He re-grabbed it and got it out within a yard or so of the first down.
Athletic when he runs the ball.
Who knows? He might get a chance right here. Third down and a yard. The backfield and now retreats. And here is the run. And that's going nowhere, says Andre Carter. Nice play by the transfer, Andre Carter, out of West Western Michigan.
Well, they say he makes plays. He's big and he's fast, and this time he made a play in the backfield as he cuts underneath the block and makes the play. Look at that. Explodes off the line of scrimmage. Josh Simmons was not ready, did not handle it, and another play on short yardage by this IU defense. That's 3 of them in this game.
And that's forcing Ohio State to punt. Jesse Mirco to kick. Jalen Lucas backpedals and takes it to 13. Changes direction. Lucas still going across the 30. Here's why he was a touchdown.
And I mean, when he comes in and meets you, you think, is this the paper boy?
First down at the 42 after that 28-yard punt return by Jalen Lucas. And now sliding down is Steven Jackson.
I'll tell you, a 3-minute drive for IU here would be huge.
With any kind of points at the end would be huge.
Absolutely. Even a first down, because the clock will keep running until you get under 2 minutes.
Lucas. No.
Thought they should have bled that clock a little bit more. In my
They would love to get another 3 or 7. We're under. And there's the first down by Henderson as he blasts his way to the. I beg your pardon, that's Turner to the 45.
And that'll bleed 30 seconds off the clock. Remember, the clock would have stopped right here and given more time, but right now it bleeds out, and IU is feeling that they can run the rest of this half out and either put points on the board or give a chance for a field goal, but at least keep it away from the Buckeyes.
So Christian Turner's picked up 2 first downs on the ground for the Hoosiers. He's in there with Lucas and Jackson. On a first down, the 45. Lucas only a couple that time. And now we're going to work our way inside 2 minutes.
Well, you can tell this triple option offense. Full the water very much than when you go through. Nice job.
Now they up to the line on second down. 8. If they get a first down, it will stop as it used to. And not going to get it this time. Got it to the 40. That's Turner. And it's going to bring up third down at 5. We're going to work our way under a minute here. Now do you let Jackson put it in the air here?
I'm not so sure about that. I wouldn't mind a quarterback draw here or a quick screen to the outside. I would not really want to throw the ball downfield too much right here. Wouldn't want that pass rush for Ohio State to get us.
.35 has a tendency to be around the ball.
St. Ignatius linebacker, brother plays for the Miami Dolphins.
Oof.
Yeah, that was.
They're out of field goal range, even though we know that Chris Freeman has a big leg, but not that big. Now, this is a big 4th down for Indiana.
No, they're not doing that. They're trying to draw them off sides. They're not going for it. Oh, my.
Jackson rolls, throws, broken up, incomplete.
I don't understand that. Why would you do that?
Josh Proctor broke it up, and the Buckeyes take over.
What are you doing? You're giving them the ball at the 40-yard line. They've got 2 NFL receivers.
You'll see them in a second.
Run under nicely, and very fortunate it wasn't picked off.
If it would have been,
Yes.
pick six going the other way.
Yeah, I don't like this call. Don't like the strategy.
Flag down.
It was his left shoulder as he reached out. Was he extended?
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct foul, taunting, number 22, defense.
Oh boy.
15-yard penalty for the succeeding spot, automatic, first down. It's number 22's first.
This is what
unsportsmanlike
happens if you
conduct foul.
stretch out. With an extended arm, his passing arm.
And Jamari Sharp is the guy called for the unsportsmanlike conduct, the taunting on imitating, putting his sword back. And they didn't need that. McCord down the middle. Got it to the tight end. Breaking tackles, stiff arms his way. Paige Stover to the 21.
Now remember, the clock will stop. It's under 2 minutes. The old college rules take over. Easy pitch and catch here on this one. Wide open. Gets a great release over the middle of the field and put it right on him. Scoring position. Plenty of time.
McCord. First down from the 22. Got it down to
Oh, he dropped it. Great
incomplete.
hit. Yeah, great hit at the end of the play by Tate. The true freshman.
Sanguinetti.
He did have it.
I don't know. They
He
didn't throw a
dislodged
flag.
that ball. Remember, the replay official in the booth can't. Seen worse called.
No flag. Here we go. Big Benson got the tackle. As 4th down and 3.
Troy Mulawala was pushed right by that time by Carter Smith, number 65. But at least he forced the quarterback up in the pocket, cleaned up, and the Buckeyes get the stop.
That guy's been a handful for a lot of people in that Buckeye uniform. Big year last season. They expect even more this year. And forcing a punt from James Evans, who's hit some bombs today. 53-yard average on 3 kicks. Got this one a mile in there. This is too deep. That's going all the way to the eye of Indiana in the end zone that took him to the sideline. This was on a 21-yard punt return. He got airborne there and then kind of a bad landing on his ankle. Jenny?
Yeah, the trainer's rolling out his right hamstring and his quad area as he's wincing in pain. They cut the trim of his pants to allow him to stretch out a bit more, but he keeps bending that right knee in pain. I'll update you when I have more, guys.
Okay, Jenny, thanks. That's a big difference maker because he not only plays in the backfield, he's in the slot. He's their main return man. He's probably their most electrifying player they have, and that would change things for the Hoosiers for sure. Here's McCord on first down on a throw to Fleming, who got about 4. Again, Aaron Casey makes a tackle, keeping everything in front of him.
That's the object. Not a lot of easy throws and yards after catch have there been in this game for the Buckeyes.
Buckeye fans looking at those possessions going, oh, that's not what we expected. Here's tight end Stover for a first down.
That's what you get the feeling, though. You get the feeling that Ryan Day likes to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's tough for him. Yeah, we talked about short yardage, but his offense is built around a drop-back passer now. When Urban Meyer rebuilt Ohio State with Ryan Day, he asked Ryan Day to make better quarterbacks. I want Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. And to do that, you got to throw the ball. And it's rebuilt that way.
And another injury, and that's Jamari Sharp. Just that there's been a lot of talent at that position, sometimes so much that They hit the portal, went someplace else to be a star and a Heisman winner, and a starter for the Bengals. So it's a tough job to be the quarterback at Ohio State, as it is any place. Henderson only a yard gain there. At some point, do you just let it rip here and let him go throw it, or do you just keep?
I actually was pretty impressed with Kyle's throws at the end of the half. And you can see the talent he has. Obviously, you don't get recruited at Ohio State to run this offense if you can't throw from the pocket.
Right.
But everyone connected from this program expected that Devin Brown would get more of an opportunity in this game.
McCord in the shotgun this time. Set to throw. Across the middle short, but Fleming swarmed under immediately by the Indiana defense again. Magna-Farrar.
So here's the one that Kyle McCord would have liked to stay with Harrison just a bit longer. Watch. Coming down. Harrison will go jitter and go right there. Stop, and boom, he's gone for a touchdown if he throws that. Just a little bit longer now. Again, that's not a lot of experience, you know. Stroud would make that play, but maybe not as a freshman.
Only one conversion on third down, and it's 3rd and 5 here. Pressure coming. Going deep down the sideline. Contact back there, and there comes the flag as Harrison's knocked down before the ball got there by Kobe Minor.
Interesting call, right? 3rd and 5, takeoff. Balls to the outside.
Pass interference, number 5.
Jumped right into him, no doubt about the play.
15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
So they bail out Ohio State on a 3rd down with the penalty and an automatic first down.
I wonder if the play caller had told coach down on the sideline that Harrison was open to deep the play before, and they were squatting on him, and they wanted to go deep because he was.
He'll take a breather after that collision.
I think that was Brian Hartline talking to him.
Offensive coordinator this year. Whoa, what a throw down the middle that was, and now Fleming's in the open field. He's got it all the way to the 20-yard line.
You're right, that was a great throw, but that time Julian Fleming knew he was going to get hit when the ball was in the air. He could feel the crowd, and he stayed with it. Here it comes. He knows the good hit's coming, and he takes the catch and turns and goes up. I really like watching tape. Julian Fleming's going to have a nice, bright future in the NFL.
That was the best throw of the day, I
Absolutely.
think, from McCord.
He's had a couple that have been knocked down. The one at the end of the half that was knocked down was a good throw, too.
They moved it to the 21-yard line. Here's a toss sweep. Henderson had a couple.
We've been talking about that defensive plan, game plan by IU. The white hat leaning forward, that's Matt, defensive coordinator.
At Ohio State as an advisor last year, so we worked under Jim Knowles,
Yep.
who's the Buckeyes defensive coordinator.
That experience at Duke.
A long time, almost 10 years at Duke. He still looks like he'd have to show his ID to go in a restaurant, but in the red zone now for Ohio State at the 19-yard line. Play fake, bootleg, throw on the runs, on the money to Stover, and he's got a first down at the 10.
Well, Kate Stover is a really good receiving tight end. We've showed you his blocking, but he's got every part of the football game, and he is a weapon for this Ohio State football team.
Caught 36 balls a year ago, caught 2 touchdowns in the Indiana game last year. 2-time captain. You don't get that honor unless you're a pretty good football player.
You know what's also interesting is 2 years ago, he started the Michigan game and the Rose Bowl game at linebacker.
I'd say he's a pretty good football player.
Yep.
First and goal. They're going to have to earn it all. It's right at the 10-yard line. McCord looking for more. To the corner, knocked down. Nice play defensively on the corner by Kobe Minor, who had a penalty earlier in this drive, but a nice play there.
I don't think Marvin Harrison thought he was getting the ball on this one. As he crosses across the field this time, it looks like he never goes into another gear on the play. I think he felt the ball was going the opposite way, kept fading away from it almost.
From our AT&T 5G pylon cam, that's how it looked on the pass breakup at the goal line. 2nd and goal. Kyle McCord is warmed up on this drive. Now they'll keep it on the ground to Henderson.
Oh, nice. 2 nice cuts there. Really, really compact, efficient cuts.
Feed me.
He gives it to Zeke.
Yeah.
Feed me. Watch this. 1 cut, 1, 2. Look at that. That is really nice to beat the tackle in the secondary.
There's some pretty good blocking there, too. The holes weren't big, but they were there.
Funny how that works.
That works that way sometimes. 3rd down to goal. Last 4 seasons don't get much better than what they've done in the red zone. I think last year only Georgia was better. 3rd and goal at the 4. McCord, quarterback draw all the way. Not going to get there.
He went the wrong way.
Lost his hat in the process, but maybe got a half yard.
Number 19, Chip Trainum, had a block for him if he would have cut to the right. Watch the quarterback draw. Chip, watch if he goes to the right on the quarterback draw. Up and go the other way.
Oh, yeah, there was a lot of green right there. So that's going to bring out the field goal unit. Hayden Felding, who hit his first one of his Buckeye career earlier from 40. This one will be a chip shot from 22 yards out. And it's up and good. So Ohio State had a nice drive going and missed opportunities for the Buckeye offense.
Yes, good coverage on Harrison on the 2nd down play, and on 3rd down play you could
had a chance to spend time, the 3 of us, with him yesterday. Engaging young man, just a great personality, and man, and he said we're ready to play, and he wasn't kidding.
Absolutely. That's what I was going to say. I don't think he had any doubt that at least he was going to be ready to play.
Jalen Lucas is back to return this kick. So
remember when I talked to him, I says, you know what, Aaron, the one thing you do know as the NFL scouts will put on this tape first to see how you played it. And he just looked at me like, don't I know?
There was a time when he didn't know if he's even going to be in a uniform to make this 5th-year senior and be a captain. He's playing his lights out today. Lucas won't handle this one. It's too deep. So they'll bring it out to the 25.
Still limping. Still limping.
Invesco brings you today's Scholar Athletes. Emeka Egbuka for Ohio State's had kind of a quiet day at receiver, and Trey Walker for Indiana. Invesco proud to support student athletes on and off the field with a donation of $1,000 to both Ohio State and Indiana's general scholarship funds. Congratulations to those 2 fellas. So the Buckeyes defense back out there looking at Taven Jackson, who's pretty much carried the load since Brendan Sorsby started the game. It's been Jackson's ever since. And a 3-yard gain for Christian Turner. Brought down by Jack Sawyer. So we take you around Memorial Stadium. 2nd down and 7. They have not gone back to the option that often.
Well, those dive plays are the first part of the option, and you have to establish that. But you're right. We haven't seen the pitch lately, have we?
Nope. And there's the ride and the keep, and no gain.
Good defense right there, JT.
Check in with Jenny.
The Hoosiers defense is struggling right now. So for Jamari Sharp, it looked like a left quad injury. Also, Jameer Johnson, the other corner, he just went into the locker room. And adding to injury, remember DB Bryson Bonds, he is out for the game.
Wow, yeah, they're getting thin back there, Jenny. Thanks. As we're under 6 minutes in the 3rd quarter, and only a 10-point game.
The illusion of going fast was the game plan. Keep the Ohio State from substituting, run the clock down, and then run the option game.
Neither team has been good on 3rd down today. 4-man rush down the middle.
That was a mix-up. Yeah, that was a mix-up.
And maybe that's why we haven't seen more passing.
Yeah, there's no doubt that this was a miscommunication between the quarterback and the wide receiver. He thought there was going to be a curl route, and number 1 never came back inside that time. McCulley stood right behind the guy, and quarterback Jackson thought McCulley would come into that hole and almost cost him an interception.
Evans set to punt again. Buka on the receiving end of this kick.
Low defense making number 10 whiff. Badgers up 21-10 now in the Luke Fickell debut. Gentlemen, back to you.
All right, Zuck. Yeah, that doesn't look any different to me. Just hand it off and let them go. 13-3 here. Buckeyes on top, but not by that much. A heavy favorite coming in and leading only 13-3 here with 5 minutes and change remaining in the third quarter. So Kyle McCord and company have to go to work at the 12-yard line after that 60-yard Evans punt. Traynham trying to get to the edge and did, and got a first down.
Nice patience by Traynham that time. Took his time behind the tight end, G. Scott. Watch number 88 coming around to the outside. 19 patient. Boom. There he goes.
He got to that edge.
Yep.
Get another speed. Picked up the first down at the 26. They go back to him. This time tackled immediately. Magnum Farrar. He and Aaron Casey, those two linebackers,
Absolutely.
man. They've been all over the place.
Magnum Farrar, the transfer from Stanford, and Casey, those two guys are playing Big Ten linebacker.
Marvin Harrison trots in front of McCord.
Still 2 tight ends in the game.
Pretty quiet day for number 18 up to the top of your screen. Buka now will stretch out farther to the bottom. McCord going down the seam. He's got his tight end on the run. Stover still going all the way to the 25-yard line.
Another good throw by Kyle McCord. I'll tell you, this guy can throw the football.
48 yards that time.
Again, in my opinion, college football, with the receivers they have, right down the middle. That's very similar to that play against Georgia when Xavier Johnson took that one down the middle. Remember, for the touchdown against the middle linebacker? This throw is a beauty right to Stover.
49-yard pickup as they adjust that by a yard by Stover. Big play for the tight end down to the 24-yard line. McCord, pressure coming from the backside. He comes the other way, and there's Marvin Harrison. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And there's a throw from the opposite hash. This ball covers 30 yards on a rope. Might have been a penalty at the end. Did he step out of bounds before he caught the ball?
There's a penalty marker about a yard
and
into
one of the
end zone.
officials doesn't have his hat on either.
We get another look.
Yes, he did
step
step
out at
out.
the
Yes.
8-yard line.
He did.
Stepped out of bounds as on the cord. Came back in as the first touch to pass. Billings lost it down at the previous spot. Second down.
That's a loss down too. So right there.
Just not fighting hard enough. He gets pushed, but he doesn't immediately get back. Marvin just doesn't realize he's running out of bounds. Good call by the official.
Not enough real estate over there.
Yeah,
Stepped
you
out
got
at
to
the 10
fight
and
your
the
way
8.
as your receiver. Once you get shoved, you got to fight your way back onto the field.
His dad will tell him that, won't he?
Why not, right?
Hall of Fame father.
You know what his dad will do if, blood, when you talk about your son? He got pushed out, Danielson. Shut up. That's probably what he's saying.
Senior didn't get pushed out that much. He got pushed into the Hall of Fame with Peyton Manning. 2nd and 10. Traynham straight up the middle. Whew. That was in a hurry,
That was
too.
nice. Let's take a look at this offensive line on that one. Those guys inside right at Hisman this time. The center, they were right up the gut. The 2 guards, Jackson and Jones, and they clean it out.
Nice opening. And nice run to the 12-yard line.
And Traynham's had a good game, number 19.
He
blocking and running in this game.
So now McCord will get under center with a first down at the 12-yard line. Traynham again, a little hesitation, and now heads to the edge. Got the corner all the way down, close to another first down. He almost stopped in his tracks in the backfield, and then he just took off again. He goes from 0 to 60 in a hurry.
He sure does. Watch the guard right here, the veteran guard, Matt Jones, number 55. He reaches also Josh Fryer, number 70. Good job at tackle. Point of attack, both guys, 55 and 70, doing their job. You know, Fryer started a year ago in this game at tackle, and watching that national championship game, he actually played tight end in that game after Stover got hurt.
And now Trano stays in there, but he'll be the fullback in the I formation with Williams behind him. Williams scored in the first quarter, and he just scored again. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Ryan Williams is a load. He's known for breaking tackles. A year ago, he averaged he was 4.5 yards after first contact. You can see why they like to use him down here in this territory.
Number 3 goes for 3 tough ones. His second touchdown of the day.
A lot of good stuff in that drive.
Yep.
Throws by your new quarterback. Running the ball when they needed to.
Belding's extra point is good.
Now Ohio State pulling away and feeling, okay, we might get everything we want out of this game. A little bit of a test, a little bit of a pressure, and then answering the pressure from the IU.
Playing with some new guys on the offensive line, and they are growing up, doing their thing, including the blocking for number 3 and the touchdown run.
Yeah, that time coming around, Donovan Jackson's looking for somebody again, stumbling around, but just keep moving, and Williams finds the end zone.
88 yards in 6 plays, a little under 3.5 minutes to get that touchdown.
You know, of running back duos or 3 running backs in the Big Ten, there's quite a group. Greg Corum and Donovan Edwards from Michigan.
Yeah.
Nicholas Singleton and Caton Allen for Penn State. And now these guys at Ohio State. I mean, you might have 3 of the best groups in all of college football right here. I know the top 2 are being matched up against anybody.
And we're going to see them all in the first month of the season.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So Belding to kick off. Jalen Lucas waits back at the goal line. He's going to field this one at about the 3. Lucas this time is going to get bottled up, and there's a flag.
He doesn't have the Jets, does he? Nope.
He's trying to play on a bad leg, injured earlier on a great punt return. Doesn't quite look the same. And to add to it, the short return is the penalty marker.
During the return, illegal black in the back, number 3 receiving team. Half the distance to go up in the spot of the foul. It's first down, Indiana.
So their offense hasn't done much today, and they're going to start in a hole, and that's going to bring Sorsby out. Next Saturday, Armed Forces Saturday on CBS Sports Network. Special presentation of college football. Army, Navy, and Air Force all gear up for action in an action-packed triple header. It all kicks off at noon Eastern next Saturday. So Brendan Sorsby back at the controls. And the run is Henderson. And he got out to the 10. 20-3 now with 90 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Some of the fans that had probably more hope, I think, left after the last Ohio State touchdown. That guy should be more excited. 2nd and 7. Tight end shift sides. Sorsby backpedals near his own goal line, crossing route, complete out to the 15 to Cam Camper, who had 1 long reception earlier in the game and hasn't had one until right there since. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
I think every bit of your judgment when you're trying to judge what IU is doing in this game is remembering that they're playing against Ohio State. You know, and you're never going to concede a game, obviously, the way they played. But, you know, a win over Michigan, Ohio State, or Penn State is tough. It's the mid of those games they should win are the games they got to win.
You saw that the Ohio State receivers have more multi-catch.
Nice catch there.
And that's a nice catch. That's the 4th completion of the day, but it's good for a first down. That's what they needed.
Donovan McCulley, former quarterback. He got in the right spot that time, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Throws far sideline, incomplete. That was intended for Steinfeld, a little too high and wide.
Threw it to the right guy. Made a good hard throw. It was just, what, 2 feet high on that one.
Brendan Sorsby started the game. Coach Tom Allen told us both quarterbacks would play, and Taven Jackson came in and played a good portion of the middle of the game. And now let's see if it's Sorsby's to finish up or not. Both are expected to play next week in the next game for Indiana before they kind of maybe try to settle on one. Play action, trouble in the backfield. Holding call is coming. Sorsby's still going to throw it and complete it out to the 38-yard line to McCulley, but it's coming back.
Yeah, great work by Sorsby in the pocket, but you're right. It's all going to come back.
That was quite a dance to get out of it.
When you move around as a quarterback, the offensive linemen think you're at a certain spot. When you move, the defender moves, and they end up grabbing them.
10-yard penalty from the previous spot. It's still second down.
Steinfeld, number 84, trying. That's a tough matchup right there. That had nothing to do with my movement that time. Could I have that one back? He just ran right over him, and he's going to go to the sideline and go, Coach, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm a tight end, and I cannot block that guy.
Okay. He does that to a lot of people.
Do we have a tackle that could turn out on him? Because that's not fair.
No, that's not a guy you chip block.
No, it's no.
2nd and 20 now. Sorsby down the middle.
Nice throw.
Man.
Yep, nice throw.
Good catch, too. DeQuise Carter. That's his first grab of the day, and it's a beauty.
Yeah, and he was transferred from Fordham. Carter playing slot, actually played outside at Fordham at wide receiver.
Had to go up and get it and then hold after a big hit and a 16-yard gain.
He's not used to being in there catching that one, but he did a good job on that play.
Makes 3rd down manageable. Brendan on a crossing route, but it's going to be too shallow.
Got to turn up.
And there's a second hit.
Got to turn up.
Could have been a flag there, but Hancock, I guess, had already been making his move on Addison Kobe.
Addison Kobe, if he catches that, he knows on that crossing route the down and distance. If he catches it and goes, just turn up. By stretching it out, it plays right into the defender's hands, and they get the stop.
Fans are reacting to what I said right there. Well, not what I said, but what they saw on the replay there on the hit. But he was already on his way down. And no penalty. And another punt coming up from James Evans, who's been sensational today, by the way.
He was 2nd in the country last year at punts inside the 10-yard line. So this is nothing new. That time they only had 10 men on the field, so that was a good timeout for IU. Did you see the penalty that Florida had the other night against Utah? 2 number 3s in time in the coverage. The transfer from Ole Miss.
Defense. The ball he placed in the spot of the foul.
Yeah, he had his grab. You can have your hand on him, but you can't grab the jersey like that, especially on the IU bench.
That was a mugging.
Right? I mean, you might get away with that on the Ohio State sideline.
So that'll give a first down to the Hoosiers.
Vinoson's going, what? Just grabbed him a little bit.
I stole his wallet and everything. Blitz. Sorsby had to get rid of that thing.
Yeah, and Michael Hall that time, a healthy Michael Hall, by the way, comes in there with the pass rush. This is one of the guys that really changed Ohio State when he got nicked last year with that shoulder. He comes in on this play. Watch him inside with the pass rush. He is coming down and zeroing in on the quarterback, and that one hurt.
He was tied for the team lead with 4.5 sacks last year, and that was some good pressure on that one. 2nd down.
He had a great first half of the season.
Jalen Lucas trying to play a bad leg. Picked up a couple. Jenny?
Yeah, just keep an eye on Lucas, guys. Remember, it was the start of the third when he went down. The trainers were looking at that right hamstring and his quad. At the end of the third, he was piled on top of a little bit. He actually went straight into the locker room during the break between the third and the fourth. I was told that he is just cramping up. He's out there now, but definitely something to keep an eye on, guys.
Thanks, Jenny. Tough little guy. And their biggest threat probably offensively if they can get him in any kind of open space when he's healthy. That throws on the money. Nice throw out. Complete to the Ohio State 40 to E.J. Williams.
Well, when talking to Walt Bell, and again, no quarterback has been picked, but offensive coordinator for IU talked pretty highly of Sorsby. Not a highly recruited kid. Came down to Abilene Christian, Army, and IU. Got a good delivery right there. Nice throw.
A pickup of 19 to the 39 for Moore, trying to keep his team in the game. Going deep on the sideline, out of bounds. Incomplete. Closest guy was E.J. Williams again.
Give him credit for throwing that one away, at least. You know, first down and 10. Give me second and 10. Don't make a big mistake. Remember at the beginning of the game when he took that option play and went backwards? Can't have that.
No. Settling in a little bit on this drive especially. There's his numbers on the day. Everybody has a look to the sideline.
Two tight ends here. You got to figure it's 4-down territory.
Anderson and Lucas in the backfield. It's Lucas trying to find a hole. There isn't much, but he might have gotten 3 out of it.
Yeah, you can tell by the call there, the formation, that IU is calling plays right now at the 40-yard line, that they know they have 4 downs to pick up a first down. Talked to offensive coordinator Wall Hall about that. He says, we know on first down whether if it's 4th and short, we're going to go for it, so I can make, you know, second down, first down, third down, second down.
He said he's got an analytic guy right behind him and tells him here we go. And so we're expecting to use every down here. 3rd down and 7. Sorsby quarterback draw. That drew up nothing. Loss on the play, and a big play by Jaden McKenzie.
Yeah, this was stuff. Either the pass rush on the way to the quarterback saw it, but there was nothing there. Chambers is in the hole, nowhere to go, get stuffed. Nothing on the play. Good defense. Even Cade Curry, number 92, sitting right in the hole on the play.
Yeah, he maybe actually made the play. He didn't get the tackle, but he messed things up pretty badly. It's 4th down and 13.
Still going to go. I don't blame him here now.
Well, they're running out of time.
10 minutes to go.
And down 17. Sorsby sidesteps, throws. Ooh, good throw, but
close.
Complete.
Sorsby could feel the pressure, and he bought time by backing up and waiting for his crossing route on the play.
Hancock broke it up, though, on a pass intended for Kobe.
He can feel the pressure coming from his right. He backs up, and then lets it go. And it's off by what? A couple feet? Nice throw.
Inches maybe. Yep. Incomplete. Let's check in with Jenny.
Well, guys, you can attest in when talking to Ryan Day. He said that Devin Brown was going to get significant playing time. Now, I'm over here on the Ohio State sideline. There's no apparent injury to Brown. There's no issues. He's just being a good teammate on the sideline. So maybe Coach Day just playing the hot hand. Brown only has 3 snaps in this game.
I know people that are watching are going, what's Devin Brown wearing a 33 for at quarterback? You know, he's doing that in honor of Sammy Baugh, who wore that back in college. And there haven't been a lot of double-digit number quarterbacks.
I got the feeling like Woody would just play him just because he's 33.
That's right, exactly. Nice job closing the opening right. Aaron Casey again.
I think player of the game, if you ask me.
There's Sammy playing quarterback with number 33. He'll wait his turn for another opportunity. May even come next week. They might play both quarterbacks again. So far, for the most part, it's been Kyle McCord.
Well, that's the problem. I mean, you like to give both guys a chance, but you got to get your team ready for Notre Dame. I mean, at Ohio State, I mean, you only got to win the national championship to keep everybody happy.
Exactly. Yeah, you go to the college football playoff 3 of the last 4 years, and what have you done for me lately? 3rd down and 8. Delayed blitz coming. Ohio State's line picks it up nicely, but McCord's in trouble anyway. And now he loads and goes sideline, and he completes it. And a 1st down for Chip Trayanum.
Boy, nice protection. He had about 3 or 4 seconds to go across that field and look. 4-man rush, stopped and stoned. Then he drifts out, and that's when the pressure comes, and he makes the throw after he turns to the left. Good execution by the quarterback to find his running back for the 1st down. And
a pickup of 12 on a 3rd and 7. So they keep going. The clock does as well. Down to 8.5. McCord, quick throw out in the flat, complete, and another 1st down, and then some. That one to Carnell Tate.
You know, we're just thinking about, if you looked into Ohio State, everybody said the question marks going into the year to try to be national championship was offensive tackle. That looks okay.
Yeah.
Quarterback, not settled yet. A little bit potential. But there's other problems for trying to repeat. Last year, Ohio State had 8 home games. Only 6 this season.
That's a big difference.
Big difference.
That is late throw, but complete.
And also, you know, because every game almost counts. Only 4 teams in the playoff. It's not an expanded playoff. At Notre Dame, at Wisconsin, and at Michigan.
Where they've lost the last 2 to Michigan back-to-back years, and that's not something the Buckeye fans like to hear.
And on top of that, Michigan returns all of their firepower.
And they get a pretty good quarterback, too.
Got it. So it's not going to be easy. I don't think anybody thought that, but, you know, it's not just quarterback and tackle.
Right.
It's a little different schedule as well.
Here's a toss sweep to Chip Trayanum, and he's got another 1st down. Yep, all the backs have looked good today for Ohio State.
So has Cade Stover. Watching him on tape, I really knew that was a big injury. Now, Georgia had injuries too, but losing Stover, watch him on this play, number 8, left side of the screen, just take on the block and drive his defender right out of bounds on the play. He's caught the ball downfield, he's caught short passes, he's chipped in pass protection, and there he is doing the job that you want your tight ends to do.
Seeing a really good tight end today, and we're going to see a really good one 2 weeks from now.
We are.
In Athens. The reigning Mackey winner, Brock Bowers, in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 18. Quick play fake down to the end zone. Little too far for Stover. Incomplete.
Yep. Good coverage that time by Mangrum Farr. Again, the 2 inside linebackers doing their job. Ohio State's been running the ball effectively, but you still got to match up, and that's perfect coverage. Nowhere to throw the ball. And again, if you're going to miss as a quarterback, you're going to miss long like that and be able to tee it up on 2nd down. You know, if you're going to earn the trust as a young quarterback or a rookie quarterback in the NFL, if they call a pass on 1st down, you can't make it a disaster. You got to have at least 2nd and 10 afterwards.
Yeah. Another play, and this one will be under center as they go back to the ground. And Williams, who's got 2 touchdowns today, takes it to the 13, maybe to the 12. Aaron Casey, another tackle. Casey, who had 10 stops last year in this game, he's going to have to come out at least 1 play. He lost his helmet. He's got 10 tackles again today. He and Magnum Farr and the punter have been, and the little guy, Jalen Lucas, have been really, really good for Indiana today, but there hasn't been enough offense. And as you look at that, that's the reason they're down 20-3. Let me look at that again. I didn't get that
call. Lost helmet? Is that what?
Yeah. He came out. Yep. And timeout taken by Ohio State. And Ryan Day's not happy about that. 3rd and 5 for the Buckeyes when we come back.
And IU cannot wait for that to change.
It's a 3rd down and 5 at the 13 on the 9th play of this Ohio State drive. Before that timeout. And they keep it on the ground, and Andre Carter, another big play.
What a great transfer. Played in the MAC at Western Michigan. He's all man. Highly recruited, one of the top transfers rated in the country, and this time nobody gets him in time. Stover's going to block him, but Andre Carter comes off the ball, and before the tight end can come across and block him, he makes the play in the backfield.
And being a transfer portal guy, you don't very often see that become a captain. His teammates voted him such.
That's for sure.
That tells you a lot about him. 4th down and 9. McCord on a wheel route, and he got it. A first down to Williams.
Beautiful touch. Mayan Williams coming out of the backfield. We talked about how he breaks tackles, but this time the little wheel route, try to pick, but there's nobody to pick on the play because it's a kind of a zone blitz, and he just takes him right off beats him right off the bat.
Got a 12-yard gain on a 4th and 9, and not only that, but first and goal.
Perfect touch on the throw.
Ohio State looking to ice things here with 5 minutes and 17 seconds remaining from the 5-yard line. First and goal. Mayan Williams puts his head down and dives near the 4.
I just put your finger on 44 because that's who's got it, right?
Double-digit tackles for the 2nd straight year for that guy. He's a good player.
Remember, we told them yesterday, no matter what the score is, the scouts are going to look when you're way behind how hard you play, or if you're way ahead or in a tight game and they're a little bit behind, but that 44 is still all 100%.
He has played every snap like the first one. 2nd and goal. Throw to the corner, broken up, intended for Harrison.
Yep.
And that one made by Nick Toomer.
Remember, Toomer had the great play earlier in the game when he knocked down the running back to force the interception. This time he's matched up against the #1 receiver everybody believes that's going to be in the NFL draft, and Toomer does his job. Transfer from Stanford gets it done.
Marvin Harrison's obviously going to have his days when he had, like last year, 77 catches and 14 touchdowns, but today he's been held in check pretty well by this Indiana defense. Now they empty the backfield. McCord right down the middle, almost intercepted by Magnum Farrar. Intended for Fleming. 151 catches, about 2,400 yards, and 24 touchdowns.
Yeah,
not today.
Tom Allen, a defensive coordinator at heart, and he has to love. I get it. Ohio State as a young quarterback on the road. I get all of that. But they've held Ohio State to 10 points in the first half and 13 in the second half.
Jalen Lucas waits on Felding's kick. And Jalen says, I'm going to give it one more try from 2 yards deep. Trying to head to the far side, looking for a block. Reverses his field back to the middle, and they track him down right about where his number is, around the 12-yard line. Trying to make something happen.
I'll tell you, Jalen Lucas has earned the respect of his football teammates, hasn't he, today?
Yep, for sure. Playing on a bad leg. Last game with fewer than 30 combined points. Takes us a long ways back. 7-0 Buckeyes.
Did we do that game?
No, we didn't do that
okay,
game. No. I had just turned, well, I'm not even going to say what age I was. We had enough flashbacks today.
Right.
You know, the dark hair, all of that.
I just wondered, was there better hair dye back then? I got to figure out what I was doing.
Funny how that works, isn't it? There was a flag.
It's got to be the 3rd time that's happened, isn't it, on these kickoff returns?
Yeah.
IU's been a block on the special teams.
Jalen's done so much running around on that last one just to try to find some room to run that I could see it happening, especially on that one. At their own 5-yard line now. Sorsby, little hook route out to the 10-yard line, complete to Camper.
Latham Ransom on the play. We hadn't called his name all game. Turning player.
Brings up 2nd down at 4. From the 11. Under 4 minutes remaining. And a keeper by Sorsby goes backwards. Well, we talked about both quarterbacks will play for Indiana next week as well, and that'll be against Indiana State.
Here's for Ohio, for IU. Must win Indiana State. Must win Akron. Key to their season, this game right here, if you ask me. That's the game. Those are the three they must win to have a season that they want.
Third down, a long 5, almost 6.
Right through the hands.
Out of the hands.
Yep. Right through Camper's hands.
Should have had it.
They're going to put a flag on it with a late hit afterwards, it looks like.
This is their best receiver from a year ago, and there's the hit.
Yeah, you know, that happens really
After
fast.
the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, late hit. Number 8, defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
I wonder if we could show that from that angle, not slow motion. But I told the truck is already on it. Regular speed here. Watch how fast this happens. Ball's there. See, that's the tough thing.
Plus, you might not know from that vantage point if he caught it or not either.
Correct. Exactly. Gene, what do you think?
You know, I think it does happen quick, but look, you have to, as an official, make that decision. Does that defensive player have enough time to make another decision, even though it's quick in the official's judgment? And I agree with it. I think he does have enough time to make a different decision there, guys.
And the completion that time is to Lucas. He gets up and he's still running with a defender draped all over him. Short gain, and the clock continues to run. Be about 2.5 minutes remaining in the game on the next snap. Pressure coming from the middle, and down goes Sorsby. Hero Kanu.
Kanu makes a sack, but Bray Lynch, number 74, is blocking him as he makes the sack. Watch number 74 on the play right here. He's blocking, and then one arm, he just takes the quarterback down.
He was blocking, and almost holding, and he still made a nice play.
Exactly. Of course, the great defensive line coach for Ohio State, you know, was at Penn State when we were back in the league.
Larry Johnson.
Yep.
Sorsby, pocket collapsing again. That one broken up, almost intercepted. And it'll bring up 4th down and long.
Yeah, Bayou not built for this. You know, passing, drop back passing. They've been running an option game. That's how they were going to attack. And drop back passing is not what they're going to be in 2023.
So 9 completions in 20 attempts between the two quarterbacks. And under 100 yards passing combined.
You know, when we talk about those two, we also have to remember that Dexter Williams in about 4 or 5 weeks will be in the mix as well. The starter last year at the end of the year that had that win over Michigan State and started so well against Purdue.
And got hurt in the Purdue game and still rehabbing. He has been taking practice snaps, so might be ready.
And that injury was just no one around him. He stops to throw and blows his knee.
So the Buckeyes have it back with a 20-point lead and just 1:44 remaining. Ryan Day will have his 46th win as the head coach of the Buckeyes. 46-6 is not too bad.
We'll say this, Ryan Day will get a win. Bit of an ugly win for Ohio State, I think. However, good teaching win going forward. He can climb all over this football team for the next 2 weeks going into that Notre Dame game. In 3 weeks. What is it, 3 weeks from now?
3 weeks, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. He'll be 32-2 in Big Ten play. The 2 is the one that's stuck in the Buckeyes fans' craw. And another timeout. This will add one more win to this streak for Ohio State, too, which is 28 games as of right now. And if you look at the longest acting win streaks against a single opponent, Next in line is A&M over TCU, and Oregon 23 times in a row over Idaho. All-time record is Notre Dame over Navy.
So speaking of that for IU, right now, the schedule came out for 2024 in the Big Ten. Prior to Oregon and Washington coming in, Indiana did not play Michigan and Ohio State next year. And they were like,
this is
all right, this is a deal.
And then everything changed.
Everything changes. Now they have no idea what's going on.
So Devin Brown getting some more work, incomplete. Is that the first throw for him? First attempt?
That's the first one I have. Look for one on my screen.
Yep. So McCord's day is done. Brown will clean up in the next 1:40.
Won't you love talk radio in Columbus this week about the quarterback, right?
Brown all day to throw. Throws it out on the flat, completes it to Hayden, Dallin Hayden, and he's brought down immediately. Ohio State schedule, we've kind of touched on it or mentioned what they've got coming up in the weeks ahead. So it's Youngstown, Western Kentucky, and there's that one Gary's been talking about at Notre Dame.
6 ats. That's what stuck out to me. And obviously the last one at Michigan.
It'll be interesting at Wisconsin with a former Buckeye running the program there.
Sure, that's for sure.
Brown. He's going to bring it out, and he's going to throw late and incomplete. So that didn't go so well for Ohio State either. Gave number 33 a little bit of a chance, but they'll have to kick it away. So there's the coaching going on, which is good because you don't get hit in practice.
Right.
You're wearing a different color jersey, so just being back there in real fire.
The only real thing that is, the difference in this game that we would have never, the first part about the receivers, okay? Yep. Never would have thought that. Short yardage stops kept, I think, Ryan Day from rotating the quarterbacks. I thought for sure we would see both quarterbacks pretty evenly in this game.